I wish that everyone could just come on set and just see how this capstone film program works. I mean, for several weeks, students have been working in pre-production in their various areas to then link up with mentors that come from all around the country as professionals and then mentor our students on set, and to watch our students rise up to the occasion where they're first, seconds, and thirds in all the different departments. That's capstone. That's the living classroom, you know? And I'll tell you what, that doesn't just happen. This is something that has taken, years and years of process, planning, dreaming, praying, and then organizing, and then just trusting God to pull it all together. It's enriched our program. You can see it cascade down from our mentors to our capstone seniors, to our seniors, to our juniors, to our juniors, to our sophomores, and even the sophomores to the freshman films now are crewing up with crews of 10. Right? I was on some freshman films. I'm like, they have departments it's crazy. And it's crazy in a good way though, because everybody's challenging each other to do better and to hone in on the craft and to start thinking about it as art and not just as play and not just as a student project, but it's art. And they want their stories to mean something. And capstone film is very, very special. It's like nothing else I've ever seen anywhere else in the country.
Here at Huntington University, Rocking Snow Tip is about to start. 3 bands, 3 genres.
The set list includes Bozad, a lo-fi hip-hop band, Pants Clark, a heavy rock band, and The Strolls, an indie rock band.
The big thing was me and Scotty were talking to each other because I just had missed performing live. We talked to each other, we said, hey, what if we do a concert? Because he has a band, I was in Pants Clark, and I was making my own album, Bozad, with the name Bozad. I was making my own album, and I was like, why don't we do 3 different bands, 3 different genres, we make a whole thing out of it, and then it evolved and evolved into the Rocking Snow Tip.
One more time, give it up for the Strolls. Unbelievable.
One's back.
That's it! Catch and fire. It's on the floor. He made it! Oh my!
Hello everybody and welcome inside of Platt Arena here on a chilly day in Huntington, Indiana. We've reached the weekend and we've reached a good matchup between the Cumberlands out of Kentucky, the Patriots coming in town to take on the Huntington Foresters. Patriots number 7 team in the country. It's Preston Husband alongside Ross Gosnell, Coach Darby Maggard. Made it a purpose this year to schedule a little harder in the non-conference, Ross, and she's got her first real big test tonight.
Oh, absolutely she does. Coach Darby Maggard picked a good night to face the number 7 team in the country in the NAIA level, the Cumberland, Kentucky Patriots here tonight at Platt Arena.
The Patriots have been extremely solid under their head coach Rick Reeves. For the past 4 straight years, they have reached the national tournament, including last year when they were in the Fab Four. We'll talk more about some of their star players here in just a little bit, but they are off to a fast start, Ross. 4-0. They are beating their teams by a combined 42 points per game in their first 4 games, and they're kind of just picking up where they left off last year.
Yeah, absolutely. That number 24, Kaylee Monday, she's impressive right now for under Coach Rick Reeves and his coaching staff. I mean, she's averaging 26.5 points per game in that average. I mean, that's pretty impressive to start your campaign after 2 games so far into the season.
We talked about how it's Friday here in Huntington, Indiana. Well, Monday is the favorite day for the Patriots because they've got 2 of them, Cassie Monday and Kaylee Monday are two really good twin sisters. But you look on the Forrester side, they've got a pretty special player as well, and that's Bailey Kellum, their super sophomore who's coming off Freshman of the Year award last year in the conference.
Yeah, Bailey Kellum's impressive right now under Coach Darby Maggard. She's the third leading scorer on the team right now, averaging 11.5 points per game. But she's got to step up her game tonight if she's going to beat number 7 team in the country.
She averaged 17.4 points per game last year as a freshman in college, and as a senior in high school, she was the 21 Alive Girls Basketball Player of the Year, the leading scorer at Garrett High School. Just a dead-eye shooter, and we saw that in complete control last year as just a freshman. This is such a hard league to come around as a freshman and play at the level she did, but she did it. She did it in high school, and now we expect to see her do it again tonight.
I'd say she's going to be a 1,000-point scorer before long in the Forrester women's basketball program. She's just a phenomenal, outstanding three-point shooter and also in the paint as well.
So she will have to be on her A game here tonight. I'm sure Coach Reeves put a point of emphasis to guard number 1 in white this evening. He is a really impressive head coach. He's been at it for 7 years. He has just won wherever he has been. He's been at Brescia, Cumberland, in Tennessee, who we'll see tomorrow on the women's side. An assistant coach at Florida as well at the Division I level. Been a head coach at Liberty, Southern Mississippi, Gardner-Webb, 4-time Big South Coach of the Year. That's at the D1 level, and now he's come to the NAIA and has kind of kept that dominance rolling.
I said Coach Rick Reeves has plenty of experience at that kind of level. I mean, at the Division I level. And now he's back at the NAIA level, which is a pretty good thing to see Rick Reeves back down there at that level.
We'll send it to a short break. We've got starting lineups right around the corner. It's the Patriots and Foresters when we come back on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
To me, Forrester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forrester Camp is like engaging.
To me, Forrester Camp was inspiring.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
How I describe this camp is pretty chill and like fun.
And it's fun too. It's something that like people can be engaged in and have a great time, but also still learn life lessons and lessons about the Bible, kind of see the world from a different perspective.
Fun every single day, and you meet a lot of new people. It's pretty judgment-free because everyone's all in the same boat.
You don't really have anything to lose by coming to the camp. I think a lot of people are scared to take that risk. I could promise you that you wouldn't be bored or not have a good time here.
Something only happens one time in the universe. It never happens exactly the same. So like, you better take your opportunity while you can.
Forrester Camps is making new friends.
A great way to explore different opportunities.
Great way to experience life here at Huntington University.
I looked into OTA and it looked like a lot what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't really sure like what all it was.
But I did know that I did want to be in the medical field, but I don't really have a stomach for blood. This was a different way to be able to help people like physically, but not have to open them up.
Since it's a smaller place, everyone knows each other, you know, they can invest time in each other.
This would be a great way to learn about it and see what it is.
So I saw how life-changing that can be, and it made me want to do that.
At nursing camp, we learned a lot and had a lot of fun at the same time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse since I was a kid because my mom and grandma were nurses.
So I felt really behind and scared to be majoring in nursing. The professors really make sure that you feel welcome and that you are really understanding what you're getting into if you do join.
My favorite part, I think, was going to like the research center. We got to practice like CPR.
I thought I would come here and not know, talk to anybody. But first day, it was like, oh, I already had a whole group of friends.
I would describe nursing camp as super fun, but also super educational. Like they took the education process and made it fun.
Everybody's gonna make you feel welcome, and you're really gonna have a good time.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
This is how we like to do it.
To me, Forester Camps is definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Telling.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
A space to learn new things in a safe environment.
To me, Forester Camps is getting to be a home away from home, I guess. You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
I plan on being an author once I'm done with college, so this seemed like a really fun opportunity for me.
It was just glad to meet new people in general and just kind of enjoy the workshop and just take away what I can from it and make myself a better writer.
That whole thing about how to write for musicals, I never even thought of that before, but that was awesome.
Back in Platt Arena, we are set for tip-off between the Foresters and the Patriots. One of the best games of the night across the Crossroads League Conference. Obviously not into Crossroads League play, but a team taking on a top 7 Cumberlands team tonight. Preston Husband, Ross Gosnell, we are ready to go. If you're a Cumberlands fan, it's a familiar starting lineup. Cassie Monday, the first-team All-American, out there running the point. She has it now, looking inside for Zaram Fredericks out of Lagos, Nigeria. First shot of the night is up and in from the mid-range as Joy Kendrick gets the scoring started. She's joined out there with Lakin Burke and the other twin sister, Kaylee Monday. Those two from Clark Range, Tennessee. Really good players, Ross.
Yeah, the twins are pretty good just in general of the Cumberlands lineup for Coach Rick Reeves, which is if you're HU, you got to stop him here tonight.
Nelson will take the first shot for the Foresters, and there is one of the sisters. That's Kaylee, who pulls down the miss. Pushes it ahead as Cassie looks inside for Fredericks. One official call to travel, one call to foul, and it looks like it's going to be a whistle on the Foresters to start the night. They're starting the sophomore Bailey Kellum, coming off Freshman of the Year honors last year. She's joined by a few more sophomores with Peyton Hartsoe out there, Annika Nelson, Liv Raby, and the senior leader, Gabi Melby, coming off a huge game her last time in Platt Arena. Shot up and short. That time it is going to roll out of play, but another foul as it looked like Raby was unable to block out a Patriot, and it's actually going to be Nelson called for the hold. So Ross, This Cumberlands team, they've been really dynamite since Rick Reeves took over. 4 straight national tournament appearances, and they're off to a good start, looking for another deep run as they went to the Final Four last year.
I say Cumberlands will be one of the favorites to be back in the NAIA this year under head coach Rick Reeves, and have to be ready to go.
So it was a loose ball foul on Nelson. So it should be the Patriots' ball underneath their own basket, and it will be, as Cassie Monday talked about her as a first-teamer last year, 13 points per game, 6.5 assists. So a player that can obviously get it going scoring, but averaging 8 assists per game, and now Fredericks is called for an offensive foul. So not a whole lot of flow through the first minute of this game.
I say if you're HU, you got to control the team and body fouls, and if you're going to win this game, you just got to do that.
See Fredericks inside battling with Raby. And now it's going to be the Cumberlands showing a little bit of a press here. They have been holding teams to right around 50 points per game to start this season. Actually make it around 40, 42.3. So not only are they putting up 90 points per game, but they're only giving up 42.3 defensively. Melby in and out, finds a wide open Raby, and that's exactly what we saw from Melby in her last game.
Hey, Gabby Melby, she's a very good pass maker, a playmaker to get Olivia Raby that basket there.
Monday down the lane, that time Cassie couldn't get off the glass. Raby down behind the play as Melby working against a couple of defenders, had that knocked away and thankfully gets her dribble back. Works through the lane, this time Euro step floater is good. She's up to 2 points and an assist in the last 2 possessions.
What a smooth floater there from Gabby Melby to get the Foresters up 2.
Melby excellent in her career with the Foresters, now in her 3rd year, started her career with UT Martin under Darby Maggard as an assistant. Another offensive rebound. That one off the rim, and now an over the back call on Burke. Whistles coming quickly here, as there's already been 4 in the first 2 minutes. 2 on each side.
Hey, very competitive defensive battle. You just have to box out.
Yep, Foresters was a little bit of their issue last year, grabbing some of these defensive boards, and this is a tough team to rebound against in the Patriots.
I say the key is, if you're going to win, is rebound the basketball, because that's how you're going to win the game.
Raby fires a 3. She does have the ability to knock it down, but it was missed just a bit short. Fredericks pulls down the board. That's what she does best. Really great rebounder. And another whistle coming against HU. This is on Hartsoe. And 2.5 minutes into this first quarter, HU's just 2 fouls away from putting their opposing team in the bonus.
That's not what you want right now if you coach Darby Maggard and her coaching staff. You got to play clean defense. You got to have your hands up and not use too much buddy there, just like Peyton Hartsoe did there.
Thrown in by Cassie Monday, caught up top by Joy Kendrick. She had the first bucket right around the mid-range area. This time falls away. Great defense by Kellum. Forces the miss, and now Nelson pushes the pace. Annika slows it down, finds a guard. Kellum has not had many touches on this side quite yet. See if she can get it going. Raby, high post, puts it on the floor. A couple defenders around, and it doesn't matter. She's up to a quick 4 points.
Hey, they got to use Olivia Raby down in the paint tonight.
See this pace coming right back from the Cumberlands. They've scored it plus the foul as Leanna McNulty gets the pass from Monday. And that is what this duo can do. Cassie Monday averaging 8 assists per game. In her career, Ross, 1,500 points, 585 assists, 330 rebounds. That's not something you see very often. You can see she gets McNulty involved there.
I said McNulty's very involved, what she can bring to down in the paint for Cumberlands.
If you're watching at home, it's not going to feel like you're going to get many breaks tonight. Both these teams play a fast style of basketball. And you can see this press causing some trouble early for the young Foresters. Kellum drops down to Raby, blocking foul call. That's going to go against Kendrick. And if the fouls keep coming like they are, Ross, both teams are going to run out of players.
Yeah, it's going to be a very competitive defensive battle. I mean, you got to come clean when you not foul.
Melby will trigger it underneath the Foresters basket. Kendall Yoakum, the dead-eye, was trying to come to it. It's a turnover. Cassie Monday pushes the pace. Nice bounce pass. Unable to pick it up on the run. Was freshly back into the game, Lakin Burke, 6'1" junior. Couldn't pick that up. Tough pass for a taller player like that to handle, and you can see the mistake made. Loose ball picked up by Bailey Kellum. Melby through the lane, finds Yoakum. She does this best and knocks down her first shot of the night.
I like Kendall Yoakum's jump shot there with that three-pointer. She's got a smooth three-point shot there.
75 of her 100 shots came from behind the arc last year as Monday goes floater off glass. Kellum pulls it down. So 75% from three. As far as her total shots, she made 44% of them from deep. Nelson this time from Melby, and the Foresters rolling on offense right now.
It looks like a great offensive tempo right now for Coach Darby Maggard and their coaching staff.
Melby just filling it up on the score sheet, and Coach Reeves needs an early timeout. It looks like it is going to be a media timeout right now, and Platte Arena is thankful for the early start. It's 12-5, Foresters in front of the Patriots when we come back.
Is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
To me, Forester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forester Camp is like engaging.
To me, Forester Camp was inspiring.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
How I describe this camp is pretty.
Back in Platte Arena, if you want to beat one of the top 10 teams in the country, you got to make a lot of threes. Kendall Yoakum did that last year, and so did this Forester team. They broke the school record for threes in a season. They're doing that again this year, off to a hot start.
Hey, if they keep on going, they're going to break another record in three-point shooting.
Bailey Kellum is probably the one you'd look at to make the most threes throughout the year, but so far this season, she's been off to a little bit of a slow start, so it's up to Yoakum and Nelson to knock down those open shots. Melby already up to 3 assists as Kendrick throws it inside. Nelson knocked it away. Nearly another turnover, but controlled by Cassie Monday. Her sister Kaylee now drives left, being guarded by Melby. A couple of steps there before McNulty could keep going, and it's another Cumberlands turnover.
If you're not the number 7 team in the country, you can't make those crucial turnovers like that just happened.
So a few mistakes here for the Patriots. That'll force a sub in. Peyton Acey from Science Hill, Kentucky will come in. She's replacing Leanna McNulty. A lot of these players were on the Fab Four team last year. 12 returners, Ross. So they're familiar with winning, and they're okay with being down early because they know they can battle back. Melby looks off the defender, drives in. Touch foul called on the dribble. And that's the 4th team foul on the Patriots. So both teams now with 4 in the foul column, as Kaylee Monday was whistled for this one.
I say it looks like too much space there to give Gabi Melby.
Melby goes to the sophomore up top in Kellum, who catches at the volleyball line. Raby tabbed as a 2nd-teamer in the conference this year. She's looking like a 1st-teamer tonight as she's up to 6.
What a nice spin move there from Olivia Raby to get the point for the Foresters.
She's off to an excellent start this year, averaging 20 points on 55% shooting, adds in 8 rebounds as well. Kendrick tosses this one up to the right wing. Now left side, Cassie Monday puts it on the floor past Yoakum. Nowhere to go, gets it right back. Kendrick with 8 on the shot clock goes in against Kellum. Wild shot, missed. Melby trying to control, and it's going to be the Patriots basketball with 2 on the shot clock.
kind of looked like it was off of the Cumberlands there, but
tough to tell. They'll have to go quick. Monday will trigger it in. Shot about to come up, and it's not going to be off in time. It's a shot clock violation, and the Foresters are looking stout on defense right now, Ross.
That's what they need to do, have a great stouting defense all 4 quarters. If they're going to do that, they're going to get the job done here tonight.
9-point lead, can't let off the gas right now. Still early in this game, and right back at them, a turnover as Burke puts it on the floor, finds it open Monday. That time it was Kaylee running on the break. She's got an easy 2.
Look like a little fast tempo coming now from the Cumberlands.
4 minutes left in this first half. If you've got an inhaler home, you might want to hit it. It's going to be a back and forth affair. It'll be hard to catch your breath. We've seen that pace already. Kellum from way downtown has her first 3.
Hey, that was a good shot there from Bailey Kellum. That's what she's good at, hitting those from downtown.
Looked like a set play there. She used an off-ball screen to get open, and Kellum dialed in here early, knocks down her first shot. That is not what you want to see if you're an opposing team, as AC responds with a 15-footer.
That was a good response there from Cumberlands after that Bailey Kellum 3-point shot.
AC off the bench, averaging 4.3 points per game. Raby goes to Nelson. She's got 1, 3, make it 2.
Man, Annika Nelson's on fire right now from downtown.
HU's on fire in general, Ross, 20-9. They have knocked down 4 threes now in this first half, and looking like the team from last year who was off to such a fast start as well.
Seems like HU is hitting from downtown all the time now.
Another turnover. This time it was Burke who got too far under the basket. That is now 6 turnovers for the Cumberlands here early. And you can see they're making a couple of early changes as we see Jaden Cox in for the first time. Coach Rick Reeves, he's kind of old style. He won't mess around for too long. If you're not following that offense and making mistakes, someone else is going to come in. Kellum knocked away. Now it's a Forrester turnover as Burke turns it up the court. And Monday, the leader, pushes the pace once again. Cassie drops it inside. Jaden Cox blocked by Raby, and now the Foresters have numbers.
That was a great defensive stop there from Olivia Raby with that block.
Nelson with the Euro. Add another Melby assist. The Foresters up 13.
A little bit of a coast-to-coast action there from Annika Nelson. Great teamwork right now for the HU.
Turnovers have been an issue, as now it's an offensive foul. Another turnover, this time by Burke. That's 5 team fouls. However, the next defensive foul will lead to free throws for HU, as you see Burke hooks Nelson there, and that is her second personal.
Seems like HU's working already right now, working down here at the offensive end and also working hard at the defensive end.
Foresters are 9 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from deep. You can't sustain that probably for 40 minutes, but you like when you do it for the first 10.
Yeah, if you're Coach Darby Magger right now, you have to be satisfied how your team's playing.
Melby in and out, just couldn't get that one to go down. Had the move, not the finish. And here comes Kaylee Monday back with the basketball. She'll stop, free throw line extended, fire and hit. She's averaging right around 20 points per game on 61% shooting. Keep in mind, Ross, she's 5'4", so a lot of these shots are contested. She's just so crafty and always gets herself open.
I say she's pretty crafty indeed at what she can bring to the table. HU has to just stop her and her other twin sister.
She's had 20-plus points in the first 3 games, 15 in the last, as now Fredericks responds to the Raby block with one of her own. Now Fredericks, she had not played in a game this season until tonight, so she's adding a little bit of a different feel for this team defensively. At 6'4", comes all the way from Nigeria, all the way to the Cumberlands in Kentucky, and man, she's a special player when she's out there.
Yeah, all these international players they can bring a lot of special talent for these
Nelson
coaches.
got to go quick with Kellum, who fires an off-balance 3, nearly went in. The miss pulled down by McNulty, as now Kaylee Monday, will throw it over to Cassie on the left wing. Inside, trying to drive against the defender who is not in legal position. Yoakum is called for the personal, and now we'll have free throws as Cassie Monday will head to the charity stripe.
Seems like both of these teams have 5 team fouls right now in the first quarter, which is going to be a best of a free throw competition.
So there's an old saying, Ross, and it is guards win in March. Well, that's the case when you've got a guard like this. Cassie Monday last year, 43 assists in the NAIA tournament, tied the record. Not only that, but she took over the single season assist record for the Cumberlands as well. So she's a special player, and her sister not too shabby either, over 1,100 career points. That was such a good find by this coaching staff, and it's paying off. Yoakum open from the top of the key. That one just rims out, pulled down by Kaylee Monday. She also rebounds it well. That being Kaylee at 5'4", averaging 5.5 boards per game. Misses that step back. Fredericks picks it up. This time Cassie fires, too strong. Kellum, great box out, picks it up.
That was a good box out there for Bailey Callum and the HU defense to get back on the offensive side.
Liv Raby will slow it down here. Nelson's open from the right wing this time. Was trying to start 3 for 3 from deep. Left that one a bit short. And here come the Patriots. That one coast to coast, no foul coming for Cassie Monday. Foresters can hold for the last shot. Instead, they go forward to Nelson, who somehow got that one up in time.
That was a great lob pass there from Kendall Yoakum to Annika Nelson there.
Thought she might be too far under the basket, but Nelson's off to a phenomenal start here early. Loose ball on the floor. Last shot going to be hoisted up. 1 on the clock. Left short. Monday pulls it down. Can't get it back up. The Foresters double up the Patriots in the first quarter, 24-12 when we come back to FDN Sports.
Forester Camps is making new friends.
A great way to explore different opportunities.
Great way to experience life here at Huntington University.
I looked into OTA and it looked like a lot what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't really sure like what all it was.
But I did know that I did want to be in the medical field, but I don't really have a stomach for blood. This was a different way to be able to help people like physically, but not have to open them up.
Since it's a smaller place, everyone knows each other. You know, they can invest time in each other.
This would be a great way to learn about it and see what it is.
So I saw how life-changing that can be, and it made me want to do that.
Back in Platte Arena, the threes were falling in that first quarter, Ross. HU knocks down 4 long ones. Bailey Kellum with 1 of them. So your leading scorer wasn't really that involved offensively. You still lead the number 7 team by 12. Everything looked pretty sharp for HU after those first few minutes.
I would say that too, Preston, that HU's defense and offense is looking sharp right now in the first quarter, but they got to keep on playing with that same old tempo for all 3 more quarters remaining.
I think now's a good time to do it as you take a look at those first quarter stats. 10 of 17 overall, 4 of 8 from downtown, 6 assists, a lot of those coming from Gabi Melby. She was really stuffing the stat sheet. Only 3 turnovers compared to the Cumberlands' 7, and they held the number 7 team in the country to 5 of 17, 0 of 3 from downtown. Right now, we just want to give you a chance to reach out to us in the comments section. Tell us where you're watching from tonight. I actually familiar with Kentucky a little bit. Got married down in Rockport, Indiana. It's right across the river from Owensboro, Kentucky. Was talking to Coach Reeves and his staff beforehand. So love chatting with some people down in that area. Of course, the Cumberlands around Williamsburg in Kentucky as Kellum fires again. And this time she connects from deep, make it 5 threes on the night.
It seems like Bailey Kellum's pretty hot right now, too.
Wherever you're watching from, though, if you're a Forester fan, a Patriots fan, we'd love to give you a shout-out, and thank you for tuning in to FDN Sports tonight. Really impressed by all of Cumberland's athletics as Monday fires and hits, as now Kaylee Monday is finding her offensive rhythm. You look up and down their athletic site, Ross, most of their teams are ranked in the top 25. They do it right. Their men's basketball team's good. Baseball team always in the top 10. And that's the case again this year. So a really good school to play for Huntington tonight.
Yeah, I think that was a good decision by Coach Darby Maggard to put them on the schedule.
Addie Shank, the freshman from Bishop Luers, in for the first time. That one's off the leg of Melby as she was trying to battle back inside. Take a look here. Melby didn't agree, but the hands of Fredericks, it did look like they maybe forced it off the knee of Melby.
Yeah, she looks like the ball's a little bit slippery there too.
Kaylee Monday coming off that three, hands it off to another guard in Jaden Cox. A lot of seniors on this team. Cox, one of them, fires, left it short. Nelson flies through the air and grabs the miss. Now she's running the point, finds Shank on the left side. Fredericks is fouled. That's her second. And now Addie Shank, a freshman, getting some time, has a chance at the free throw line.
Yeah, Addie Shank, she's a freshman. She brings a lot to the table underneath the post. I mean, she's a good spot there underneath besides Olivia Raby.
We're starting to notice a trend here for both basketball teams at Huntington University as Shank knocks in the first. They're recruiting a lot of players from teams that previously or recently won the state title. Well, Shank is the same way. And you look no further than both coaches on the men's side. Corey Alford, he won 2 state titles as a high schooler, and guess what? So did Darby Maggart. She was a top 100 player in the country at Canterbury, and now she's going out and she's recruiting these winners, and we see that shifting in year 2 and 3.
It seems like all these coaches here at HE are getting state champions. I mean, IHSA 8 in the School of Indiana is here. I mean, they just bring a lot to the table.
Shank catches. She knocked down both those free throws, had it ripped away by the smaller guard, Cassie Monday. Great defense by her as she goes coast to coast. Too strong. Loose ball picked up by Cassie once again. Working against Melby, who's going to be whistled for a personal.
Foresters foul on Calvin Melby. Her first, the team's first.
You know, we talk about the Mondays being so good offensively, but Kaylee, she was just named Defensive Player of the Week in the MSC. Her second straight week being named that. So these players, they play defense. Kaylee Monday last year led the country in steals. So they do it all for this team. When they're going, so do the rest of the Patriots. Babin for the first time. Good defense on Cox here as now Cassie Monday drives in against Kellum. Contact there, and Kellum's going to be whistled for the personals. We'll see Monday take another trip to the line.
That's not what you want right now if you're HU having 2 team fouls on back-to-back possessions.
We've got Bella Whitmer checking in from Ohio tonight. She's watching Annika Nelson. You picked a good night to watch her. She's off to an awesome start, Ross. And, of course, one of our favorites, Tammy Gass, big Forester fan. She'll be here all day tomorrow, I'm sure. Men's basketball, maybe women's basketball before that. Men's soccer playing in the semifinals of the Crossroads League. So thanks for tuning in from Roanoke tonight. Monday, who's usually sharp at the free throw line, is 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. 76.5% on the season, trying to cut into this big Forester lead, and she does with the second. You know, and if there's anything that you want to see against one of these top teams that only lost 10 games last year, they lost 6 of them on the road, that being the Patriots. So maybe a tough place to play is on the road for them. They're dynamite at home as Yoakum has this knocked out of play. During Coach Reeves' time at the Cumberlands, 70-17 at home, Ross. So you definitely want to get them on the road.
Yeah, that's what you especially want to do if you're Coach Darby Maggart, is take advantage of Cumberland's just being at home at Platt Arena.
Kendra Sheets throws it into Melby. Pick and roll there. A kick going to be called. That should reset the shot clock to 20, and it will. I like what Shank is doing here. Like we talked about her being a Bishop Lewards grad, winning the state title last year. She's come in and she looks like she's grown already in these first 2, now 3 collegiate games.
I say Addie Shank, she's going to grow as she goes. I mean, having so many games in the regular season this season, and then sophomore, junior, senior year, she's going to grow a lot.
Nice defense on the backside by Cox. She had a block there. Cox has struggled to shoot it a little bit this year, but she will never give up defensively as Nelson looked like she was wide open, and that is a great recovery by this Cumberland's defense. Another out of bounds, this time Kendra Sheets, another freshman from Columbia City. He's got to go long to Nelson. 6 on the shot clock. This is where Melby usually makes magic happen. Gabi against the defender, falls away from the free throw line, and she brought out her wand.
What a nice step back there for Gabi Melby there.
31-16. Melby so good in those late game, late shot clock scenarios. Jump ball, it's going to stay with the Cumberlands. I have seen Melby do that the last 3 years in a Forester uniform, Ross. It looks like there's nothing happening, and boom, she falls away one-footed, little Dirk Nowitzki style, and knocks in the shot.
That's what I like about Gabi Melby. She creates so many dribble moves, and then she gets that step back going.
Far side three ball was thought about by Cox. Instead, she'll go to Kaylee Monday, who works against Melby now. Over to her sister Cassie, asking for the ball screen from Bab. She'll get it. Drives in, free throw line extended. First three of the night for Amy Thompson, who goes way up top and knocks it down.
A little way up top there for Amy Thompson.
Plenty of arc on that one as Melby is in some kind of mode here early. No look to Raby.
What a nice no-look pass for Gabi Melby. She's got the creative spin moves going.
She's on fire. Her and Raby leading the way right now. Add in Nelson to that column as well. Things looking sharp for the Foresters. Floater up short by Monday. Rebound by Nelson.
Seems like HU's taking control right now.
Annika trying to go coast to coast. They're going to call a foul on the backside. Cassie Monday is going to be whistled for the personal. Could see she reached across Nelson. That is her first. 2 on both team. And maybe that's a situation where you might want to see Nelson hand it off to a guard, but you can't fault the aggressiveness early. Melby steps, gets to the rim, missed the bunny. It's pulled down by Kaylee Monday as she pushes it back the other way. Had a couple of early baskets in this one. They'll slow it down up top with Cassie. Likes getting that left hand, dribbles into that three, knocks it down. She is a tremendous shooter. Just 33% so far this year, but she can get it going at any time.
I say Cassie Monday, her and her twin sister can get things going for Cumberland.
Lead cut to 11. It's been as much as 14, and another whistle coming. Up top is Mackenzie Babb, the redshirt sophomore at 6'3", reaches in. Now 3 fouls, just 2 away from putting the Foresters in the bonus, and you can see Coach Reeves telling his redshirt sophomore to think there. Don't want to pick up those touchy fouls early in this second quarter. Callum was open for a moment. Block shot on the recovery by Kendrick. These guards for the Cumberlands, beside the Mondays, they have lots of length at 5'10", 5'11", as Cassie Monday now answers her three with a tough 2, back within 9.
Seems like Cassie Monday is getting things going for the Patriots.
She's up to 7 points to lead the way. She's tied with her sister Kaylee at the moment. Kellum, again, this time off the dribble, gets into the lane, goes left hand off the glass, too strong. Raby almost kept it alive, but pulled down by Kaylee Monday. Nice run happening, and maybe not the worst foul there as Sheets steps in and slows down the fast break.
I said that was a good foul there from Kendra Sheets to stop the play a little bit from that tempo.
It's the team's third, and we're under the 5-minute mark. That means we'll take a break. 33-24 on FDN Sports when we come back.
Guys, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean, efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Take a look at what the Foresters have been doing offensively so far. It's been a lot of Gabi Melby, who's been scoring and assisting. The 3 ball is in favor of the Foresters right now. Olivia Raby got off to that hot start. And HU, they can hurt you in a lot of different ways, Ross. We're seeing that tonight.
I said we're seeing a lot of different things out of HU tonight. Scoring off a 3-pointer, scoring into the paint, and taking control of defense as well.
Take a look at some of the stats here early. The Foresters have cooled down a little bit, but how couldn't they? They were 9 of 11 to start the game. They're now 13 of 25 from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown. They're being led by Annika Nelson, who's got 10 points. She's added 3 rebounds to her total. Liv Raby has 8, Bailey Kellum with 6. Gabi Melby already 4 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. And let me tell you, Coach Rick Reeves, who's in his 7th year, he's been at it for a long time. He is animated over here in this huddle. He expects perfection from his team, and right now hasn't been their best, but you look up at the scoreboard, it's getting a little tighter.
I say that's what Coach Rick Reeves does. He's like those tight games to get his girls going.
Nice Out of bounds play, but the finish off the glass wasn't there for Kaylee Monday, and now it's another foul on the Patriots. That is the team's fourth. Kaylee Monday just picked up her second, so something to keep an eye on with nearly 5 minutes left in this first half.
I'd say Coach Rick Reeves has had so many players with 2 personal fouls right now. If you're Coach Darby Magger, you might be liking it right now.
Melby running the point. Kendra Sheets still out there. Haven't seen Kellum as much in the involvement of the offense as Raby was trying to catch inside, and that's thrown a little too high by Melby, a Forrester turnover.
Right now, they got 6 turnovers right now, 3 in this quarter.
Got to take care of the basketball against such a good defensive team. We talked about it. They're giving up only 42.3 points per game on average. Forrester's at 33 with 4:30 left in this first half. Nice play inside. Off glass goes Kendrick. She's had a nice first half.
I feel like that's what HU needs right now. Take care of the basketball and not cause so many turnovers.
Melby will start the offense back over as Raby puts it on the floor. She's working against Amy Thompson and spins to the right side again.
Great spin move there for Olivia Raby.
She is so skilled inside. 3-ball in transition goes down, and now it's the Kendrick show.
Looks like a little seesaw battle right now between the 2 teams.
Raby and Kendrick, back-to-back buckets, 35-29, 3:50 left in this first half. Hand off to Raby. This has been the majority of the sets the Foresters are running. Melby will pull up off the dribble and hits.
What a nice pull-up there for Gabi Melby.
She's not an amazing three-point shooter this year at 37.5, but when she sees 1 or 2 go down, it can really get going quickly for Melby. Inside, foul called on Nelson on the backside. That's going to be her 3rd, the 4th on the team. And once again, Cassie Monday going back to the free throw line.
That's only Annika Nelson's 2nd foul.
Okay, I think they had her up for the 2nd earlier, and they took it back and gave it to Raby. So 44 instead of 24. So good news for the Foresters. But she is still going to go to the bench, Ross, because you don't want to have her pick up that 3rd before the halftime break.
I say you don't want to risk it at all.
Cassie Monday knocked in the first. Her 2nd one is up and good. Back within 7 are the Patriots, and a sub coming in is Kaylee Monday, who does have 2 fouls before the half, will take a seat. And they're bringing in Ava Schemer from Georgetown, Kentucky. Backdoor cut. Kellum's wide open. She's got the bucket and the harm.
Nice bucket there for Bailey Kellum to get an and 1 opportunity.
Foul going to go on Kendrick. Raby is just working right now, whether she's putting it on the floor or popping away from these high sets right at the top of the key. This time she assists. Her passing numbers have gone up a little bit this year as well. She's had 3 assists in the first 2 games, and that pass right there and the cut from Kellum, such a good connection.
That was a good connection there from Olivia Raby to Bailey Kellum. Maybe Olivia Raby's been more confident with her passing skills.
Kellum, a rare miss from the free throw line. It's actually her 1st of the year, as that one rattled in and out. Now back to work are the Patriots on offense. They drive inside, good defense. Loose ball picked up by Schemer as she goes a little too long. Right there to catch and score was Thompson. I should say it's Ava Scheerman. Had to confirm that in the pregame with some of the coaching staff for the Patriots. Kendra Sheets, freshman, still out there, has it now. She finds an open Yoakum, who fires again. Thought she had it, didn't follow her shot, and it goes out of bounds to the Patriots bench.
Looked like a little quick, short 3-point shot to try to get that offensive rebound there from Kendall Yoakum, but it went out of bounds.
Yep. Left the scene a little too early. And now just a 7-point game. That's what the Patriots do. They get right back into ball games. And it's going to be an illegal screen called on Amy Thompson. That is the 6th on the Patriots here. You won't see it necessarily matter as far as offensive fouls go in the 6th foul in the women's game, because with the next defensive foul, the Foresters will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
That's a good thing right now if you're HU.
Melby throws it into Kellum between a few defenders, and another blocking foul. It'll be a shooting foul, and it wouldn't matter, as we just said. It's going to be 2 free throws for Bailey Kellum. That one's going to go on Brittany Allison out of Watertown, Tennessee. Played 28 games last year, 4 games this year, about 8 minutes per game. Doesn't stuff the stat sheet, but just another piece of this team that's returning and is really solid.
I'd say it's always bringing the piece of the puzzles to Coach Darby Mager's program.
Kellum's first is up and good. HU back up 8. Kellum's starting to get it going offensively. She's got 9 now. We talked about her only averaging 11.5 to start the year. As a freshman last year and as freshman of the year, she was at 17.5 and scored over 500 points.
I said that's what Bailey Kellum needed there, those 2 free throws to get HU back up.
Patriots can cut into this lead, just 2 minutes left in this first half. Cassie Monday against Kendra Sheets. That's a tough assignment for the freshman, and the senior this time wins out.
I say small is fast. Cassie Monday's just bringing a lot of quickness here.
She's got all the skills. We saw it on display there. Yoakum on the left wing will catch. Melby was wide open. Sheets goes in. She's fouled on her way there, and now Kendra Sheets will have a chance to go to the free throw line.
Seems like the freshman's been working hard here against the number 7 team in the country.
And you have to have that because, you know, recruiting has been a big performance for Coach Mager. It's been so positive. She bring in someone like Bailey Kellum, and they're not all going to be Bailey Kellum and be superstars right away, but people like Kendra Sheets and Addie Shank, they have given this team really good minutes tonight.
I said that's what you need from the freshman duo from Addie Shake and Kendra Sheets. It's bringing a lot more team chemistry to the program.
First free throw, no good for Sheets. She's looking for her first collegiate point, and she's got it right there, so congrats to her. Native of Columbia City, right down the road, doing some work and adding on to this Forrester advantage.
That was a congratulations there to Kendra Sheets, just getting her points there for the first time.
Short shot missed by Kendrick. Yoakum pushed it to Melby. The Foresters have numbers. They find Kellum, who fires and hits it again.
Seems like a 3-point show right now for Bailey Kellum.
Melby and Kellum putting on a show as Gabi continues to find the open shooter, and now a moving screen called on Cassie Monday. The Foresters get it right back, and they're regaining some of that momentum.
It feels like the momentum's been going right now for HU, taking advantage.
Kellum's up to 13 now. Monday picks up her second, so both Mondays have 2, both of them out of the game. And if you're HU right now, over this next 84 seconds of play before halftime, you want to extend this lead as far as possible, Ross.
I feel like you got to take advantage to this point now, Preston, is that HU's got to take advantage because the Twins are on the bench right now with each of them having 2 fouls.
Little zone look here by the Cumberlands. Melby, left wing, will drive in between a few defenders. Yoakum catches, fires, left it short, rebound down by Cox, and now the Cumberlands will push the pace without their 2-star guards. Still a good team out there with this Cumberland side. 15-foot shot, up too strong, missed everything. Loose ball falls to Kellum for another rebound.
Nice Grace box out there from Kendra Sheets to help Kellum get that rebound.
Melby fires quickly. She thought she had it. Shank kept it alive. Rebound pulled down by Thompson. Not many possessions left in this first half. Backdoor cut inside, straight up defense by Yoakum, forces that one to go out of play. And it's another Forrester possession with 36 on the clock.
That was a good defensive stop there.
And Melby's got it. 11-point lead, 30 seconds on the clock. It looks like Coach Maggard yelling out some instructions. Kellum working against this zone again. It's extended right now. Kellum catches, thought about firing. Sheets off the dribble, 10 on the shot clock. Melby from the far corner. Kellum open, fires again. That one rims in and out. Shank there to keep it alive.
That great box out there for Addie Shank to get that offensive rebound.
Melby tried going right back to her. Half-court heave up and too strong, and the Foresters are going to take an 11-point lead to the halftime break against number 7 in the nation, and we will have their fearless leader, Coach Darby Maggard, joining us on the headset right now. Well, I told the fans at home they might want to pull out their inhalers. It was so back and forth, Darby. It was so fast, but hey, your team right there, knocking down 7 of 16 from deep. What do you see from them?
You know what? I liked the way that we came out into this game. I liked our aggressiveness. I liked, we were in attack mode, and to me, that's all it takes for these kids is to be in attack mode and really be aggressive. And that's what we've been working on in the last couple of weeks.
Addie Shank and Kinder Sheets, those two freshmen just gave you phenomenal minutes.
Absolutely.
You see them growing already, but what have they done well for you tonight?
I think Kendra's playing a little bit more composed than I've seen her play so far, which I love. She's being, again, very aggressive, getting herself to the rim, putting herself on the free throw line, and then Addie's doing a great job of setting really great ball screens for our guards and rolling really hard to the rim. She's finding some mismatches down there and really being aggressive to post. So, yeah, for freshmen, they're doing a really phenomenal job for us. I'm proud of them so far.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you afterwards. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Coach Darby Maggard, happy about her team's first half performance. So are we here on FDN Sports. That offense was really rolling, Ross, as you see a couple of these shots here from that first half. HU phenomenal against one of the best defensive teams in the entire country.
I say Coach Darby Maggard, she's got to like what she's been liking so far in the first half, making those great adjustments, causing those Monday twins to have 2 fouls in the first half.
The 3 balls were going down. The Foresters lead by 11. We're going to take a short break, enjoy a couple more of these shots by the Foresters, and we'll enjoy the second half when we come back in just a few minutes on FDN Sports.
My name is Dylan Rollator, and I played Ori in Overhill Manor. Set was a lot of fun, honestly. Aside from Wednesday, when it was 40-mile-an-hour wind and like 30 degrees, that was kind of miserable. But overall, it was just a really fun time. I had a lot of fun. Got to talk to almost everybody on set. And yeah, it was a good time. Honestly, more acting opportunities. I haven't ever really done film acting before, and just getting to do this, getting the chance to do this was awesome, and I love doing it. Every second of it was just really fun. Ever since we did the table read of the actual feature film, it's honestly something that I just couldn't really get out of my head. I fell in love with the characters. I loved reading Ori, and I just really had a connection to the story. I was able to relate to it a lot, so I love it, honestly. I definitely would say that this gave me a taste of what it would be like being able to work with pros and being able to kind of see the student-pro interactions, kind of everybody working together, everyone kind of learning from each other, and just kind of seeing the role that the pros play in the students, just everyone kind of being able to learn every moment of the day. So.
Cool, I think that's it. Yep. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye like Ori would.
Bye.
Action.
A program like this is absolutely critical. Just the perfect place to hone your craft. That's what I think a program like this is for.
And it is a really valuable experience for your resumes. So yeah, I think it's incredible. I don't think that there's really any other place that you're going to get this kind of an experience.
Teaching in a classroom is just different than teaching in a living classroom kind of environment.
Being on a feature film, you're immersing yourself in a month worth of work, of 18 continuous days of filming but it's a full-time job. In so many ways, I think this is the first time many of our students have actually had this opportunity and get the training to what it's like to work full-time for our graduates as they enter the workforce. To be able to put on a resume, yeah, I've worked on 1 or 2 feature films. That's amazing.
So Lance and Webb opened the whole capstone track, and at first we were all very hesitant about it, thinking of like, oh, how are we going to go from a student film to a feature film? But I think this is probably one of the most rewarding things I've done in the last 4 years, especially my senior year.
It's almost like you forget that you guys are students, which is absolutely amazing, you know?
It's been a really cool environment of like soaking in. I feel like everybody's just a sponge and they're trying to take as much in as they can. It's been a really positive environment because of that.
And it is run like a professional set. So I don't see that much difference.
I felt really privileged to be around people who were in that phase of their life and their career, to be learning like such important stuff, but such important moments in their education.
This feels like it's all part of the community, like the school, the town.
And I think Huntington as a whole, from the university to the county, is really realizing what HU is doing through the DMA, from making a feature almost every summer now to moving it to every other summer to make sure they want to make the best product that comes out of this town.
The industry can be a really mean place, but it doesn't have to be. And I think that I learned here with Matt and Lance's model that even if there's one person on set that can follow a model like they have, it can make a difference.
I love that our students get to see that we can make stories that are not explicitly about faith. The way in which we make it can be a reflection of what we believe and why we do what we do.
Kind of the beginning of something super, super special, and everybody knows it's special, but I don't think we've even begun to see the full potential of where Forrester Film is going to be in the next, 5, 10, 15 years. I can't wait to see where it goes.
I've been interested in animation since I was really young. Animated movies have always been my favorite.
Heard about it from my dad. He had saw that they're having an animation camp. I told him that I want to go.
So my photography made me interested in working with cameras, and that's what I want to do.
It was a camp that had so much to offer, like everything I was interested in, it was being taught here and stuff.
The knowledge of animation, how it works, and getting better at it so I can pursue my future career.
And I've always just kind of been interested in this for so long, it was like I couldn't really pass it up. And I have learned those things, like professional things that I would not be able to do at home.
Some of my favorite experiences were just getting out and talking to people with similar interests, people who are passionate with like the same thing that you're passionate with.
Halftime just about complete here inside Platt Arena, and pretty complete first half by the Foresters, Ross. They come out and shoot 51.5%, including 7 of 16 from downtown. They took really great care of the basketball, and once again, this is against one of the premier teams in the country.
I feel like that's what you had to do in the first half, is take care of the turnover battle over that margin over the 7th-ranked team in the country right now. So if you're Coach Darby Maggard right now to start the second half, I would do the same thing as the first half.
You see there, 13 of 36 from the field for the Patriots, 4 of 9 from downtown. They were actually 0 of 3 for a while, so they did knock down a few long ones. 5 of 7 from the free throw line for both teams. Turnovers for both teams, not horrible, but definitely want to take care of the ball as we go further into this game. The big number, 10 assists for HU, 6 of those coming from Gabi Melby. You know, our player to watch was Bailey Kellum for good reason. She's got 13 points, 3 rebounds, but you could have put Gabi Melby right up there too. She's stuffing the stat sheet here tonight.
I feel like that's what you have to do in the second half if you're Gabi Melby. Just have those creative passes and get things going.
So the Patriots coming up here from Williamsburg, Kentucky. They are 4-0. They have been beating teams by a combined 42.3 points. They barely give up over 40 points per game. They've made 4 straight national tournaments. This is one, if you're truthfully looking to build your resume early, Ross, this is one you'd put a star next to if you can take care of this game in the second half.
I said that would be a good win for Darby Maggard if she gets it done here in the second half. That would be a great tournament resume at the NAIA tournament.
We saw Bailey Kellum have a slow first quarter, but man, she got it going in that second quarter. And now the Foresters continue to warm up. We still have about 3:30 left in the halftime break. We're going to go ahead and take one more short, quick break and then come back for a second half of action between the Patriots and Foresters on FDN Sports.
Three, two, one, take off!
Hi, my name's Grace. I'm Best Boy Grip on this short film.
I am wardrobe.
I am hair and makeup.
Props master. Set's been pretty good. I think we've definitely, over the past 3 days, we've definitely gotten better.
It's fun seeing everyone together and working hard, and it's really cool to see the professionals doing what they're doing.
It's been a lot of fun getting the shots, just kind of being creative and figuring out where to like fit the boom in shots, you know, and like work around what camera's doing. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that though. It's been fun.
I'm in a department that I haven't been in before. I feel like it helps me get a more well-rounded experience.
I was on both feature films that we shot, and now this, and I finally feel like I know what I'm doing, and I'm just having a great time.
The students are doing a great job, you know, getting in there, learning new things.
For several weeks, students have been working in pre-production in their various areas to then link up with mentors that come from all around the country as professionals and then mentor our students on set. And to watch our students rise up to the occasion, that's Capstone, that's the living classroom.
Overhill is a family inspiring comedic type story.
These are characters that are compelling and exciting and full of heart.
Shield shall be splintered.
I haven't ever really done film acting before, and just getting to do this, getting the chance to do this was awesome, and I love doing it. Every second of it was just really fun.
I'm Lily, and I'm playing Bonnie. She's really fun. She's a new kid in town, and I've been that kid a lot of times, so it's easy to connect with her.
Tolkien.
It was a lot of fun being Seth, because Seth is kind of an idiot, and so it's just been a lot of fun to just sort of goof off.
No college necessary.
We got a lot of really good performances. I was tearing up just watching the dailies today, so I'm really excited about it. It seems like we're in a good place.
It felt very good. I feel very happy with what we got. The performances were just fantastic.
I definitely would say that this gave me a taste of what it would be like being able to work with pros.
It's been awesome to see the growth in just 2 days.
I want to just keep learning as much as I can while it's easy to do, you know.
We're going to tell a good story here, and it's going to be very fun, very entertaining, and more importantly, hopefully inspire us to get into that feature film next year.
Back in Platte Arena, 46-35 Foresters advantage. It looks like it'll be the starting 5 for HU starting this second half. Ross, if you're HU, got to take care of the basketball, continue those 3 balls, and see if you can knock down a top 10 team tonight.
I feel like that's the key there, Preston. You got to do the same old thing like you did in the first half. Shoot those hot shots and then create so many turnovers and fouls as you can if you're HU.
See Bailey Kellum, close and personal there. She led the way with 13. We got some special viewers here tonight. Just want to give them a shout out. The Nesses watching, they're big supporters of the Forrester basketball programs and athletics. Actually, the Hall of Fame, the Ness Bros Classic, they're a huge reason why. They're the main sponsor, so they're tuning in and loving this start to this game. Also, the Shepherds, Jeff and Betty, and maybe their youngest daughter, Izzy. I don't know if Alex is watching, as there's a big collision there. Hate to see that, as Gabi Melby is down holding her hand.
And I also heard the commissioner of the Crossroads League is also tuning in tonight.
Looks like Melby's okay as she jumps back up. You cannot afford to lose her. She battled injuries her first year here with the Foresters, and then after that has stayed relatively healthy. I think it was an ankle that bothered her as a sophomore. It's just going to be a common foul, and that's the right call, Ross. I mean, there was nothing intentional about that, but now Kendra Sheets is going to have to step in as Melby's going to head to the bench. And she's going to go to the bench and maybe come right back to the scores to be able to check in.
I feel like that's what Gabi Melby does, and Kendra Sheets also been doing a good job as a freshman stepping up.
Kellum will have to handle it. This high pressure coming from the Patriots defensively. Loose pass, that's off the ref. That actually keeps it in play. He's a part of the court. Long pass to Hartzell. Forrester's going to have to find some offense. It's going to be Sheets who's right in the game, and what an answer!
That's a nice answer there from Kendra Sheets to get on the scoreboard.
Talk about picking up one of your teammates. Melby, the leader of this team. Sheets, the freshman. Now she has a block as that one looked to be tipped out of play. Might want to ask for some help on that one, as coming over the top was Burke. But Sheets, I mean, what an incredible stretch of possessions. Melby goes out with looks like an abdomen injury and knocks down the 3, forces the block, and nearly got him another possession. Patriots fire from 3. That one's no good. Bodies all over the floor right now. And it's another HU possession. Man, that is a special moment there, and that's what makes teams go to that next level, is a teammate like that coming in and hitting a big shot.
I feel like that's always a special moment there when you hit your first three-pointer in a college collegiate level.
Raby to Kellum. She goes left side in between a few defenders. Tough shot there. It's picked up by Kaylee Monday. 5'4" guard pushes it the other way. Maybe got away with some steps. Now Cassie goes through the lane. She's blocked. Foresters have possession. And now a whistle comes, and that's going to go on Cassie Monday. That is looking like it's going to be her 3rd.
Man, that's not what you want right now for Cassie Monday, but also for Coach Rick Reeves and his coaching staff.
Now that we're back to making sure Melby's okay, Jeff and Betty Shepard watching with their family from Carmel, Indiana. Isabel, their daughter, had 15 points in her season opener for the Carmel Greyhounds last night. She's going to be a sharp shooter coming to HU next year, as Melby keeps her balance, can't get the roll. I mean, if they had to change the name, it might become Shepherd University. There's been so many that have come here. Caroline and Sophie on the soccer team, as the 3-ball is down by Joy Kendrick. And I think it's so funny, Sophie Shepard's playing on the JV basketball team as well. I didn't know that she was a baller also on the basketball court. So that's really funny to see those two in attendance tonight, as Sheets gets into the lane. Kellum's wide open from the corner. Too strong. Raby keeps it alive, but she's going to be whistled for a foul, as now a Patriot is down.
Seems like a physical battle right now between the two teams.
Not good here, as it's like the ref is asking for the trainer to come out. Been some physical plays here to start this 3rd quarter, as that loose ball has led to maybe what looks to be a bloody nose down on the inline. So we're going to take a break while the trainers check out a Patriots player, and we'll be right back on FDN Sports.
Personal foul on Olivia Raby, her
her second, the team's first of the quarter. This is how we like to do it.
Like I said before, I don't really see the need of you coming in here, Mr. Inspector. We always say here that our health is top priority. It's like no other here, okay?
Back flat and good sign for Lakin Burke. She is up. It looks like a little blood maybe on the left side of her face as her and Rabier were battling for that rebound. It's been that kind of game, a physical game, and you hate to see that for Burke, having such an awesome year out of Rose Hill, Virginia. Talking about Burke here, holding that tissue up to the side of her head, averaging 13.3 points per game, almost on 60% shooting, 7 rebounds. So hopefully for Coach Reeves, and just literally for the purpose of this game being competitive and both teams being at full strength, we hope that Burke can get back in. But hey, the good news is she's back up. No dirty plays going on here. It's just two teams that are fighting for some loose balls, Ross.
Yep, just two teams just being competitive on both sides of their possession.
Thompson in there, goes inside to Fredericks. Now out wide, Kendrick will dribble in. She finds Cassie Monday. Phenomenal senior guard, spins away from the freshman Sheets and scores again.
Cassie Monday's been on a roll right now for Cumberland.
HU back with the ball. They started with an 11-point lead in this second half. It's now down to 9. 7:20 left in this third quarter. Melby, in and out dribble, goes inside Raby. Tough catch against the taller defender in Fredericks. Goes outside Nelson. This is where we talked about this Forrester offense has been good in late clock scenarios. Raby looking to continue that, misses it. And now Monday, Cassie pushes the pace.
A little too hard there from Olivia Raby.
Close shot missed by Cassie. Used to seeing her connect on those. That time, the good defense from Sheets, a freshman who's come into this game and made a massive difference.
And Kendra Sheets, she's been stepping in, does a good job so far, scoring her first three-pointer. Could have asked for a better freshman right now.
Nelson had that hot start. She had 10 in the first half. Kellum stepped out of bounds. It's a Forrester turnover.
That's actually their first here in the third quarter.
That's a good sign. Took care of the ball fairly well in that first half. They're up to 8 now, Ross, if my math is correct. They're still up 9, though, in the game. 49-40. Cassie Monday again will work against the freshman Sheets. She's in attack mode right now as Sheets is still doing such a phenomenal job. Fall away, tough shot, not there. Nelson knocked it down, rebounded inside, and that time it was McNulty who's back in the game, who got the O board, and now has a couple of free throws.
I said that's Olivia Raby's third foul right now. What do you do if you're coach of Darby Maggard? I mean, you got to put Shank in, of course.
Yep, and that's exactly what's going on. Addie Shank, the freshman, is going to check in for the sophomore Liv Raby. Hate to see that for Raby. She was off to a really fast start in that first quarter. McNulty sends up the first, too strong. See, a little bit of a unique free throw routine. 66.7%, has not had all that many opportunities from the line. She's got a second here. Over the head shot, strong again. Sheets pulls down the miss. Awesome angles coming from our crew in the back above the rim. You're not going to get that many places at the NAIA. Here on FDN Sports, we'll bring you the best looks and some of the best shooters, as Kellum's one of them, but did miss that one strong. Cassie Monday started to grab a lot of these misses now. Inside, Kellum whistled as she was holding on to McNulty, who's now starting to find some good position inside the paint.
That's not what you want right there if you're HU, having 3 team fouls right now in the third quarter.
It's kind of been the trend of this game. A lot of early fouls in quarters. As now Sheets, who should get a standing ovation, comes out, and she does get a nice applause. Kellum in there with Yoakum, Nelson, Melby, and Shank. Fired by Kendrick, and it's a 3 from the corner to pull within 6.
Seems like Cumberlands is pulling in closer now after that team control takeover.
49-43, getting a little tighter here as we work towards the halfway mark of the third quarter. Melby using that ball screen from Shank. Falls away from 10 and hits another tough one.
Nice shot there from Gabi Melby.
She's kind of just had that answer each time the Cumberlands have gotten a little closer. It's what she does, comes up with big shots for this team. She's a great second half player throughout her career. Nice play right at the rim as Thompson puts it on the floor. The Louisville native knocks that one in.
Seems like Cumberlands are creeping, but HU's been coming up with some great responses though.
Foresters have one sub at the bench as Melby has it back. She'll fire from the top of the arc. Missed everything but the bottom of the net, and this time not in a good way as that goes out of play, and now it's just a 6-point lead. Ruby Bolin is going to check in. Not seen much of her. In fact, this is the first time she's been in a game this year, so we will see if she can add to this game as well, as that's going to count as the foul happens as well. And I think we might have our first replay of the night, as they might have to check and see if this was off in time, and we'll come and check it. So we're going to take a break, and we'll have a replay review when we come back.
To me, Forester Camps is definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Telling.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
A space to learn new things in a safe environment.
To me, Forester Camps is getting to be a home away from home, I guess. You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
I plan on being an author once I'm done with college, so this seemed like a really fun opportunity for me.
It was just glad to meet new people in general and just kind of enjoy the workshop and just take away what I can from it and make myself a better writer.
That whole thing about how to write for musicals, I never even thought of that before, but that was awesome.
To me, Forester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forester Camp is like engaging.
To me, Forester Camp was inspiring.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
How I describe this camp is pretty chill and like fun.
And it's fun too. It's something that like people can be engaged in and have a great time, but also still learn life lessons and lessons about the Bible, kind of see the world from a different perspective.
Fun every single day, and you meet a lot of new people. It's pretty judgment-free because everyone's all in the same boat.
You don't really have anything to lose by coming to the camp. I think a lot of people are scared to take that risk. I could promise you that you wouldn't be bored or not have a good time here.
Something only happens one time in the universe. It never happens exactly the same. So like, you better take your opportunity while you can.
Back inside Platt Arena, the Foresters benefit from the replay system here on FDN Sports. No shot, just a personal on Melby, and that is 4 team fouls now on the Foresters. As Monday drives in, this time Kaylee picks up her dribble. And battling inside is Nelson defensively, but over the top, McNulty, she's starting to find the touch offensively.
Yeah, she is finding that touch down there in the paint.
Great job by our replay crew in the back. We had to get that one right as Rubin goes to Yoakum. She fires from the corner, too strong. Forster's another good look. Shot's not quite falling as Kaylee Bunday catches. Runner down the middle. Thompson missed an easy one. Loose ball, Bolin. Kellum's in front of the pack. and she's going to have her easiest look of the night, but add a foul with it.
Nice and one there from Bailey Kellum off of that Ruby Bolin lob.
Looks like she almost baited Joy Kendrick into that, and what could have just been a 2 and an easy one. Kendrick comes in and fouls, and now the Foresters have a chance to add on. That's a big foul there in that situation by Kendrick. Kellum completes the three-point play. Nice answer by HU as this game keeps going back and forth between that 7-6-point range.
Like I said, they got to keep that momentum going.
Kaylee Monday catches it from her sister Cassie. Kaylee still working against Gabi Melby. Great defense out top. Fall away three-pointer, short. Kellum with another rebound. And now a double team comes as Kendrick almost knocks it away. Nelson able to relieve that pressure. Annika passes to Yoakum, who scores a rare 2.
That was a nice pass there from Annika Nelson to get that assist to Kendall Yoakum.
Nelson's been awesome tonight. Great defense again by Yoakum. Inside, falling away, left-handed shot, too strong. McNulty. She goes back to work with the left hand, missed the second one, and now Melby's got numbers. Kellum to her right. She fires in transition and hits!
That's a nice three-point connection from Gabi Melby to Bailey Kellum there.
Coast to coast, and Kellum finishes it, and now Coach Reeves wants a timeout as the Foresters have officially extended that lead in the second half.
That's a great connection there from Gabi Melby to Bailey Kellum. Coach Darby Maggard drawed up that well.
So Melby grabs the rebound, goes coast to coast, swings it to the right side to Kellum, who knocks down another 3. That's her 4th of the night. All of a sudden, Ross, she's up to 19. She has the last 6. But my story right now, we might be on triple-double watch. It's Gabi Melby with 9 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Short break. We'll be back 59-47. Foresters out on top.
I saw Forester Camp when I was at school. It said health science, and I'm like really interested in medicine.
I was really set on nursing, but I didn't know any else like biology, chemistry, things like that. So health science was able to broaden my spectrum and learn more things in the science world.
It's opened my mind to a lot of things in the medical field. I'm definitely taking away a lot of knowledge that I didn't have before. Also a lot of new friends.
I was also kind of hesitant because like I'm an introvert, but I got some new friends.
There isn't just like one set biology you can do, from microbiology to biochemistry. So knowing my options is something that I'm gonna take away.
I'm wanting to learn about health sciences, and like God is all through health. Like God created all of us. That's pretty freaking cool.
One of the greatest opportunities I've had for my profession in the future.
If you're interested in something, or if you want to go to college, or if you want to make friends, go.
Our crew picked a nice player to watch tonight as Bailey Kellum in the warm-ups was feeling good. Well, all of a sudden, Ross, she's feeling a lot better as she's got 19 points to lead the way. 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 8 from downtown, and the Foresters have a 12-point lead against the number 7 team in the country, the Cumberland Patriots. And a quick response by Kendrick. She seemed to knock down a few of those shots tonight. Right when the Foresters pull away a little bit, she's there to answer back.
I feel like Joy Kendrick's been bringing in a lot of answers, though, for Cumberland at their advantage.
Loose ball inside. Bolin lost it out of bounds. 10-point lead, and now the Patriots get it right back. Going to be important for the Foresters to keep their composure with this feisty Patriots defense. Talked about that's what's kind of led them this year. They're winning games by 42 points a game, and a big reason why is the Monday sisters. Foul called inside on the rebound. It's going to go against HU.
It kind of looks like it's going to be on Ruby Bolin there.
It is. It's going to be on Ruby. That's her first. And I believe that's the team's 5th, so it should be free throws. And the refs now catch it, as that's the 5th team foul, so it should be free throws for the Patriots as we are into the bonus. So it's going to be Fredericks who is the free throw shooter. Coach Reeves using some of his old tricks to try to get a different free throw shooter to the stripe. And Fredericks, who is not the best from the line, is the one that was chosen. He was yelling out, "Shoot it, Cassie," letting Cassie Monday know to go shoot the free throws. But instead, it was Fredericks who misses both.
I said that was some missed crucial free throws there from Cumberlands.
Nelson fires quick and hits it.
That was a great shot there from Monica Nelson to get that jump shot over Fredericks.
She's the second leading scorer, now up to 13. Great defense by Yoakum again. Underrated defender is Kendall. Step back long J from Kendrick, and once again, there it is. She's got the answer back within 10.
She seems like to have those responses after HU baskets.
Melby working with Bolin. We haven't seen Raby for a while. Yoakum's fouled on her way, and if that's on Cassie Monday, that's her 4th.
But that's not very good right now if you coach Rick Reeves.
So waiting to see.
It's on Kendricks.
They haven't sent a sub, but that's Cassie's 4th.
That was on Joy Kendricks there.
Okay, gotcha. Thought it was on Monday. Monday thinks it's on her too. That's what I'm confused about. And now that they don't have the right number. This was on Cassie Monday, and they're gonna have to come look at another replay. So this foul's gonna go on Cassie Monday after replay, and that's gonna be her 4th, but we're gonna have to show the refs. We'll be right back on FDN Sports.
Feature filmmaking is going to be able to help us students make student films better, stronger. We have to keep our responsibility and be respectful to everyone. No matter what we're doing, where it's still there on student films, but it's really pushed on these features because you have to be responsible, and if something's not done, that falls back on you. And I think that's really showing people whether or not they can handle this industry or not.
I spend a lot of time observing everything around me and taking in what it looks like for a professional to be doing something in their field, which, you know, none of us have ever experienced to have not been on one of these. Like, we've only ever experienced amateur student film like level.
I'd really like to see that a lot of like sophomores and juniors that were on the capstone film really.
Okay, so the officials do change that foul to Cassie Monday. It's her 4th. It was pretty obvious, but they did hold up 5 as they were checking on it. Melby inside right away, shakes off the defender, and this time shows off the strength.
I feel like that's where Gabby Melby does. She brings a lot to the table. Down the post, three-pointers, at mid-range, she does it all.
Kaylee Monday now dribbling. She's out there with Cassie on the bench. The first-team All-American has not had her best night. Still excellent. But with the 4 fouls now, she'll have to sit for a while. Melby again in transition. In and out dribble, looking for an option. It's Bolin. Ruby yet to score tonight. Falls away from 10 feet. Tough shot. Rebounded by Kaylee Monday, who pushes it back. Kaylee goes coast to coast. Too strong. Nelson another rebound. That's her 4th. Now has Bolin to her left, takes it herself, scores it, and one!
What a nice shot there from Annika Nelson to get that floater and get an and one opportunity.
Nelson 6 for 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from deep. She's done it in transition all night long, up to 15 points, and now has a chance to make it a 15-point lead.
I say if you're HU, I say keep on trucking.
Foresters have come out here in this 3rd quarter after letting the Cumberlands get back into this game a little bit. They've stayed on attack mode. It's been Gabby Melby who's leading that attack, but man, these pieces around her are performing tonight. Nelson does make it a 15-point lead, the largest of the night for HU. Just 11 minutes of gameplay left too, Ross. This would absolutely be the biggest win in Darby Maggard's career so far.
This could help her a lot in the NAIA tournament draw.
Stepping out of bounds on that offensive rebound, Jaden Cox. And now with 1:06 left in the 3rd quarter, the Foresters get it right back.
That was Cumberland's first turnover there in the 2nd half.
Melby now will be back in control. HU could really take a firm grasp on this game with a few more buckets to end this quarter. Nelson been on fire here in this 3rd. Melby been distributing, this time goes and flips it underhanded and in. Nothing's going wrong for her.
I think Gabby Melby, she's just that creative.
Quick pass to Kendrick. She's had these shots all night to end a run, and she's going to have a chance at the free throw line to end it once again. Been really impressed with Joy Kendrick tonight. She's a 10-point per game player. She's coming off 16 points, 10 rebounds against West Virginia Tech. And each time HU gets a little out in front, she's got the answer. This time maybe at the charity stripe.
I feel like that's what Joy Kendrick does, brings a lot to the table, a lot of creativity, and that helps Coach Rick Reeves a lot.
So she does knock down the first, pulls her team back within 16 and in and out on the second, but it does fall back down as it's now 15-point advantage, 6-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Elby throws it over to Yoakum. She's knocked down a few shots tonight. Nelson going to pick it up from Ruby Bolin. Yoakum rarely goes off the dribble, does this time, and Fredericks was right there to block it away. If you look at their conference the rest of the year, once the Cumberlands get there, I would say it's probably safe to assume Fredericks is going to be up there in blocks. Melby fires quickly, missed on the left side of the rim. It's kept in play as now Joy Kendrick trying to get it back under control, finds Monday on the right. In and out dribble, Melby tapped it away, loose ball back, shot up and in time as it goes down for Jaden Cox. And that pulls their team a little closer as the Cumberlands will be within striking distance as we head to the fourth. The Foresters, 13-point lead on FDN Sports when we're back.
A long list of contests this weekend. First of all, the second half of tonight's doubleheader will feature.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Back inside Platt Arena for the final 10 minutes, and man, some staggering stats there on the screen, Ross. 26 of 52, 50% for HU, 10 of 24 from downtown, 14 assists, 9 turnovers, 21 of 58 on the other side. But the Cumberlands have started to knock down some long balls. They're 50% from behind the arc. That's kept them right around that fighting distance. Still just down 13, and Ross, we know anything can happen if you don't take care of the basketball. In that third quarter, though, the Foresters were so good at keeping possession.
Hey, anything's possible, Preston, is that the HU can keep on with their momentum that they already have here tonight.
We are back and ready for the fourth quarter. The Foresters looking for their highest ranked win in quite some time against a women's basketball program. This would be one to look back on as the year goes on. Kendrick couldn't get that one over the top. Melby, another rebound. Now has to work around 2 defenders. Loose ball picked up by Kellum. They got to get it across the half-court line, and they will not do it as it's a 10-second violation.
That's not what you want there for HU to start the fourth quarter with a 10-second violation.
That's the only way you really feel like you can lose this game is if you start to turn it over and don't take care of the basketball, and HU gets it right back, and it's a quick whistle. And now, Ross, we thought before it was Kendrick's fourth. It is now.
Let's say now it's their fourth foul, which is pretty crucial there for Rick Reeves.
Rick Reeves going to have to go to another option on his bench. It's going to be, it looks like McNulty who's going to sub in, and she's going to be able to do so as Kendrick will check. Actually, Kendrick's going to stay in. Looks like that's AC who's coming out.
I don't know if that's the right call there, Coach Rick Reeves, but you got to go what you have.
Hey, he's been doing it for a long time and successful, so we won't question him too often, will we, Ross?
No.
Melby going left off the dribble, and Fredericks called for a foul. That's a tough one on her, as that is going to be
number 3.
Yeah, number 3, but I didn't think it was a foul in general. I mean, that's a tough call. She was so much taller than Gabi Melby. she straight up went up and blocked it. So that's a tough whistle for the Cumberlands. That looked like a clean play. And it looks like we're going to have a review on that foul. So we'll once again come right back on FDN Sports.
To me, Forester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forester Camp is like engaging.
To me, Forester Camp was inspiring.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
How I would describe this camp is pretty chill and like fun.
And it's fun too. It's something that like people can be engaged in and have a great time, but also still learn life lessons and lessons about the Bible, kind of see the world from a different perspective.
Fun every single day, and you meet a lot of new people. It's pretty judgment-free because everyone's all in the same boat.
You don't really have anything to lose by coming to the camp. I think a lot of people are scared to take that risk. I could promise you that you wouldn't be bored or not have a good time here.
Something only happens one time in the universe. It never happens exactly the same. So like, you better take your opportunity while you can.
So another replay. This time it's going to go against the Cumberlands as they're going to keep that personal on Fredericks. I'm not sure what the rule is there, Ross, if you can take a look at a foul like that. Maybe some miscommunication between the referees there, but they're going to stick with the call anyways, as it's going to be a foul on Fredericks and still a 13-point lead, and Melby's going to head to the free throw line.
I said maybe it's just maybe a different official's perspective of what they see on the floor.
So it is 69-56. Melby is going to shoot the free throws. Melby is just 7 rebounds and 2 assists away from a triple-double, Ross. That would be an incredible achievement for her as Melby does knock down the first. She's up to 14 points now. She's also 50% from the field, just 1 of 4 from deep, Ross. But, you know, she's been the leader, and she has got it done defensively. She's passed it well. She's found open teammates, and she obviously can score on her own.
Gabi Melby, like I said earlier, that she's just a creative shooter and passer, and that she's a team contributor as well.
Back to work goes Kaylee Monday. She's working against Peyton Hartso. I've not called her name much tonight. 3 is up and good. That time by Jaden Cox. And Cox, who was quiet in the first half, has started to find her shot a little bit here in the fourth. So 12-point lead. HU is up 11 at the half, so still holding on to a slight advantage here in this second half. Melby again in and out to the rim, fouled again. This time it's going to be Cox that's whistled for the personal. And Melby, who is just taking over this game right now, heads back to shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, that's what Gabi Melby does. She just likes to draw fouls.
Last year, a lot of times Ross referred to her as the closer. I mean, when she gets to the fourth quarter, she turns that attack mode up and keeps going to the rim. We see that tonight as she's made 3 straight free throws. And when you're the senior leader, one of the lone seniors that plays a lot for this team, has had a ton of success. First team all-conference in the preseason. This is what you want to see from your senior leader.
I feel like that's what you need, though, from that upperclassman mentality, is have a lot of great leadership heading into your last season here at HU.
Hendrick goes over left side, Kaylee Monday. Cassie on the bench. Cassie with the bench. On the bench, excuse me, with those 4 fouls. Cox drives in. Melby with some contact there. Loose ball picked up by Melby, who has another rebound and another whistle on Fredericks. And in the first minute and a half here, already 4 team fouls, and now that's 4 on Fredericks.
I said that's not good right now if you coach Rick Reeves and the coaching staff.
See Fredericks just reaching in a little too far there across Melby's body. So she's got 4. Kendrick has 4. And then Cassie Monday has 4 as well. So there's lots of foul trouble to our left on the Cumberlands bench. Hartso hasn't got a shot off tonight until then and left it way short. But Forrester's still up 14, 8 minutes left in this one.
I say if you're HU, you got to take control of what you have and just take the momentum.
See if they can do that, Ross. 14 points, 10 of 25 from downtown. Kendrick again trying to answer this run. Fredericks O-board, a couple of defenders around her. Raby tapped it out of play, and it's going to stay with the University of the Cumberlands.
HU's got a lot of defensive stops right now, which is a good thing.
Kendrick will trigger this out-of-bounds play, goes up top, nearly a steal, and then Raby tapped it, but it's picked up by a Patriot. Monday steps into a long J. It's too strong. Rebound brought down by Jaden Cox, who will fire and hit again. She's been the offense here in the fourth.
I feel like Cox has been on a roll right now.
Looks like they want to fix the net. And I think that's R.J. Anglin, Forester baseball player, who shows off his hops to get up there and fix it for us.
He's got a nice vertical, though.
Got a good fastball, too. Melby breaks the press. 11-point game as Patriots continue to trim into this lead. Getting closer to the 7-minute mark in this one. Yoakum to Hartsoe. Up top, Raby has been quiet since that first half. Shows off a couple of moves. Blocked by Fredericks. And another whistle comes against her as Raby's heading to the free throw line.
That's actually her 5th foul,
yeah. So she's done. As Zambra Fredericks will have to check out of the game with the 5 personals. Not only that, Ross, that is 5 on the team for the Cumberlands. So they are shooting in the bonus the rest of the way.
Hey, that's what Coach Darby Magger probably wanted here to start the 4th quarter, is to get to the free throw line right away.
Anna McNulty will check in for Fredericks. So she will check in to make it 5 on the floor. And Olivia Raby will shoot some free throws. Raby, for being a center / forward, excellent from the free throw line, as you see a result of that with her first one going down perfectly. 100% on the year, Ross, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Don't want to jinx her here in the booth. See what happens.
Hey, we just...
it always happens. So Raby, who was perfect, goes 1 of 2. HU up 12. Looking to get this offense rolling are the Cumberlands, and now a foul called on the Foresters as Hartsoe is caught holding on.
Hey, just the first team foul, but we just called out one too.
Yeah, there has been a lot of physicality in this game, and the Cumberland fans seem like it's not going their way right now, as it's 5-1 in favor of the Foresters in fouls. But HU has been playing a lot of downhill basketball, and sometimes the whistles just seem to stack up against you, as Cox has had the hot hand. She's got it back. Hands it off to Cassie Monday, who's back in there after sitting for a while. Great find, and then a close shot miss. Cassie gets it right back, and now she's fouled as she will head to the free throw line. Smallest player on the court grabs the loose ball.
Hey, small size. I mean, it gives you a lot of an advantage, though, down there below.
See, Monday missed it, but she was fouled by Nelson, who now has 3 personal on the night. That's 2 straight on HU as Monday misses another free throw. This has been a little bit of a trend for her tonight. Usually rock solid from the free throw line. She's 4 of 7 from there right now, make it 5 of 8.
I say she's got to be solid.
HU will go back to work on offense. A chance to add on to this lead. They're up 10. Cumberlands feel like they just keep sneaking a little closer. Cross-court pass taken away by Kendrick. She stops in transition and rattles a 3 in and out, gets her own miss, finds McNulty as now the Cumberlands grab some of that momentum. Coach Darby Maggard wants a timeout. Hands on the hips. She's not pleased what she just saw. She wants a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one with her. It's 73-65. Foresters on top when we come back.
To me, Foresters
Forester Camps is learning new things.
Definitely a lot of fun.
To me, Forester Camps is a great experience.
A great way to explore different opportunities.
There is a lot of really cool activities and opportunities you can get here. It's really informative on how college actually is, and the people are really nice.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
All the professors, all the faculty, they're intentionally welcoming to us.
You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
It was a camp that had so much to offer. Like everything I was interested in, it was being taught here. It was like I couldn't really pass it up.
And it's fun too. It's something that like people can be engaged in and have a great time, but also still learn life lessons and lessons about the Bible.
Super fun, but also super educational. Like they took the education process and made it fun.
To me, Forester Camps is making new friends.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
I was also kind of hesitant because I'm an introvert, but I got some new friends.
Some of my favorite experiences were just getting out and talking to people with similar interests. People who are passionate with the same thing that you're passionate with.
To me, Forester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forester Camps is
Foresters in a tight one here right now. Joy Kendrick missed her three, got her own miss, found McNulty who stuck it right back, and now the Foresters only up 8 here with just about 6:30 left in this game. Gabi Melby will control it as she takes it across the 10-second line. Melby has been excellent tonight. Raby couldn't collect that one. 2 straight turnovers for the Foresters in transition. Another missed easy shot by Cox, and now a foul as Kellum draws it. And a chance for some free throws.
The key thing down the stretch is now, Preston, is can you make your free throws down the stretch with 6 minutes remaining?
Take a look at some of the stats tonight. 19 points for Kellum. She'll have a chance to add on to that. This is absolutely her best game of the year so far. Melby has 17 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Nelson has 16 and 4. Liv Raby with 11, 3 and 2. As Kellum misses the first. Kendall Yoakum has 5 off the bench, just 2 of 8 from the field. Kendra Sheets, big 4 points in this game, and then Addie Schenk has 2 and 2. Joy Kendrick leading the way on the other side with 20, and now Kellum has 20.
Seems like everybody's having a good day for Coach Darby Maggard.
Long pass over, wide open 3 ball is perfect from Kaylee Monday. Now down to a 2-possession game, and here come the Patriots.
Yeah, it looks like Cumberlands is going to look like they're going to take advantage.
Kendall Yoakum out there with Kellum, Nelson, Raby. Kellum fires that one, a good-looking shot, just left short. Rebound down to Cassie Monday. Chance to get as close as they've been for a while as Monday goes to the rim. Missed another one. Raby on the ground picks it up. Melby trying to push the pace again. She'll pull it back with an in-between-the-legs dribble. And now works with Raby. In the lane, Raby to the rim. She's fouled on her way. And Raby's going to shoot some more free throws.
I say they got to make their free throws down the stretch.
A chance for Raby to head back to the free throw line. She's just 1 of 2 from there tonight. Raby's got 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Sophomore coming off a great year last year. First shot is up and good as she rattles that one in. Talked about her post play, but she's shown the ability to go off the dribble a little bit and knock down a mid-range jumper. Already talked about her free throw shooting percentage, and she's only missed 1 on the year. Perfect on that trip. Back up to 8, Ross. Got to try to keep it around here for this next 5 minutes.
And you also got to play good defense down the stretch well for HU.
Cassie Monday battling out there with those 4 fouls. Joy Kendrick has been their best player tonight. She's got a trip to the free throw line coming her way. 20 points for Joy Kendrick on 7 of 13. She's 4 of 4 from behind the arc. She's been really solid throughout this game, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, Joy Kendrick, she's been a great leader so far. Besides the Monday twins, Kendrick brings a lot to the production too for Cumberlands.
Free throw missed. That's become a little bit of an Achilles heel here for the Cumberlands. Just 8 of 15 from the charity stripe. Look back and see how close this one gets at the end. That could be the difference in this game. Nelson did pick up her 4th there, so Lots of fouls in this game for both sides, lots to keep track of. Right now, easy to keep track of the score. Foresters up 7. Raby in that high post right at the top of the key, looking for a backdoor cut by Melby. Great defense by Jaden Cox. Melby drives, can't get the roll, pulled down by Kendrick.
That's how you gotta play defense if you're HU.
Up ahead, Cassie Monday. She goes in against Raby. Blocked there the first time. Monday gets it back, and now it's a jump ball in the possession arrow in favor of the Foresters.
That was a great defensive stop there for HU to get that jump ball.
See the block there from Raby. It looked like she got the ball. And now a 7-point lead remains as HU gets the ball in. Here comes a double team, another jump ball. Possession going right back to the Patriots.
Right now, HU's got 4 turnovers right now in the fourth quarter compared to Cumberland's 2, which HU's got to take care of the turnover battle here.
4:47 left in the game. Someone's got to put the ball in play for the Patriots. Finally, McNulty comes and sends it in play. Off the dribble, McNulty trying to get back to that left hand, bounces it outside. This is Kaylee Monday off the dribble to the rim against Raby and scores it over the much taller defender.
Kaylee Monday does a good stop there, which is a pretty good score.
Has another bucket. Hard to that time. Got it over top of Raby, the shot blocker. Kellum has got it in her hands. Yoakum off the dribble, and that's going to be the 5th now on Cassie Monday, and she's going to be done for the night.
Great effort there from Cassie Monday throughout the game.
So she picks up her 5th. She'll check out for the rest of the night. 14 points for the really, really great Monday. Tonight, just 4 of 16 from the field. We did have 14, 7, and 4. And now Kendall Yoakum's got 2 free throws to extend this 5-point lead. Sub coming in for Monday is Ava Skierman. Skierman, just a freshman, replacing first-team All-American. Yoakum knocks it down. Man, you can't give enough credit to the Foresters tonight. They just somewhat shut down a first-team All-American defensively, having a tough night.
I say, you're going to have one of those nights like that. You're going to have your goods and also your bads.
Yoakum knocks down both. HU back up 7, right around the 4-minute mark left in this game. Kendrick has been the best scorer tonight. Throws it off to McNulty, who goes to the rim, and this time Raby whistled for the foul, so 2 free throws coming the Patriots' way.
Right now, that's Olivia Raby's 4th foul, so she's got to take care of it.
That's been the issue. Fouls for both teams. Now HU has 2 players with 4, Ross. She joins Nelson, who has 4 as well.
I say if you coach Darby Maggard, what do? Do you keep him in, or are you just going to substitute and rotate?
Looks like she is going to sub out Raby, who has those 4. Ruby Bolin will come back in. Both teams in lots of foul trouble as that one's no good again, and the free throws just continue to haunt the Cumberlands right now.
I feel like that's what's helping HU right now, those missed free throws from the Cumberlands.
It's just been the main issue. Hovering around 50% from the free throw line tonight, and they've missed another one. So now HU kind of dodges a bullet and a chance to add on to their 7-point lead. Backdoor cut, Bolin open, catches, kind of was redirected on the shot, and it's pulled down by Skierman, who now pushes it forward.
It was a great look there, but just couldn't finish.
Yoakum, good defense inside, wild shot, loose ball, possession arrow towards the Foresters, and they're gonna get it. Battle. We've seen those all night long, Ross. These teams are just not wanting to give up any loose ball either way.
Hey, there's a lot of physicality here tonight between the 2 teams.
Back into action, the Foresters trying to get it in play. It's knocked away by Cox, but HU will hold on to possession, as now we have reached the 3:35 mark. Going back to this this Cumberlands team, they're so good, and a good reason why is they shoot free throws well, but tonight 9 of 18 from the line.
I said that's not very good right now if you coach Rick Reeves, but you got to take care of those free throws.
Melby pushing the pace forward. Kicks it over the left side to Yoakum. You want to get your best look here. Kellum to Bolin inside. Bailey gets it right back and now drives left. Yoakum fires the three from the wing. Thought she had it, just 2 of 9 from deep. That hits off the top of the backboard and out of play. So 3:16 left, still right at that 7-point lead.
That's it, if you coach Darby Magner, you don't want to cause any more fouls or anything.
This Cumberlands team, they're playing without players they're used to having on the court in these close games. Kendrick able to take it all the way in, blocked by Bolin. Loose ball to Melby. Gabi full steam ahead. Throws it to Kellum, who goes to Yoakum. Drives through the lane, does Kendall. Strong again. Loose ball to Kendrick. Two teams struggling to score right now. Cox stops, pops, can't hit. Rebound down to McNulty.
Well, HU's got a box out there.
Monday open and hits from the same spot again.
Man, both Monday twins been on a roll tonight for Cumberlands.
78-74. Buckle up for the rest of the 2:30 left in this fourth quarter.
I say buckle up there because it's going to be a tight one.
Melby uses the ball screen from Bolin in between a few defenders, tried spinning it in. Another rebound down to Kendrick. Monday just had that last three, slows it down, throws it off to Joy Kendrick, top of the key now, who fires early in the shot clock. Maybe not the best look as Kellum grabs the miss.
That's not what the look you want there from Coach Rick Reeves.
I thought Monday could have fired in transition right here in front of us in that transition three, decided not to. 15 on the shot clock. This is Gabi Melby's time. She's got it. Goes far side, Yoakum. Kellum wide open. A big shot by Bailey.
What a nice big shot there from Bailey Kellum at HU.
Kellum connects right when you need her to. 23 on the night. She leads all scorers. Monday tries another three, this time off the dribble. Too strong. Bailey another board. And now the Foresters just 90 seconds away from victory.
I say keep control of the basketball right now. Do not cause any turnovers.
Melby gets it across. Great defense by Kaylee Monday, but not enough to stop Gabi. The senior has it in her hands.
I feel like if HU gets a good shot here, that should seal it.
Bolin, her first two of the night and her biggest two maybe in her career, as the Foresters are now a minute away from knocking off number 7. The Patriots out of the University of the Cumberlands. A quick answer by Kendrick. We'll wait and see if it's a full timeout. It will be. We'll take this break. HU up 7, 1 minute left for Darby Magger's biggest win of her career.
Hey.
I can't talk, I have a showing.
Listen.
My clients are arriving any minute.
Eleanor. Mom passed.
Right. Well, on that note, I think it'd be best if you all go to hotels for Dad's sake.
I'm Eleanor. You remember me. This is my husband, Raphael, and our daughter, Dahlia.
No. Thank you, Eleanor. He's got memory loss. He's not deaf. The house is in Dad's name, so he's the one who has the right to sell it, and that will be full of red tape.
There has to be something I can do. Appeal for some sort of custody and move our insane father.
He's not insane. He's sick, and I'm handling it.
What does that mean?
Mom always had the best clothes. She's a seamstress through and through.
She sounds amazing.
Yeah, she was a real force in nature. She definitely had a hard life from beginning to end, but she tried to be the best mom that she could.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
You said goodbye when you never came home.
And his family specializes in secrets.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
1 minute left in Platt Arena. Gabi Milby, the senior point guard, leading the way here. As that's a foul on Jaden Cox. Gabi gonna head back to the free throw line. She is having another awesome performance as she picks up that personal there. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. I don't know if she's gonna have enough possessions to grab that first career triple-double, but man, in her first 2 games here inside Platt Arena this year, she's been everything you could dream of.
I feel like that's what Gabi Milby does. She's very creative, what she can bring, and she's also a very good sharpshooter wherever she is around the area.
Last time in Platt Arena against Rochester Christian, she had 20, 10, and 4. Well, tonight, how about 19, 9, and 8? Incredible game from her.
I'd say it's been an incredible night here for Gabi Milby.
Off the dribble goes Cox. The Foresters close to their biggest win in what has been a short tenure as Monday scores again over the top of Raby. And now it looks like Coach Maggard wants to call a timeout. And we'll see once again if it's full or a 30. It'll just be a 30, so we'll keep it here. You know, Ross, it looks like HU has finally put together all the pieces that Coach Maggard wanted. We talked about Coach Maggard is one of the best female NCAA basketball players of all time. She was incredible. Not only that, top 100 recruit in high school, 2 state championships. Her mom's actually an assistant coach this year. I don't know if you noticed that. Dee Dee Maggard taking over, met her before the game earlier today. She is a winner. And what she did is she went out and recruited a bunch of winners, a bunch of really good recruits in this area, and it's paying off here in year 3.
I'd say Coach Gabi Maggard, she brings a lot of pieces to the puzzle of a lot of productivity for the program, like Addie Shane, Kendra Sheets, Bailey Kellum, you name it, Gabi Milby. She brings a lot to the production of her team.
Foresters will have it in the front court. That is one of the rules that benefits them here in the women's game. Nelson goes to the rim. She's fouled, was trying to put some icing on top of the cake. Instead, she'll just have 2 free throws instead of 1. That foul goes on Thompson. Foresters have just lived at the free throw line tonight, 18 of 22. And while I understand some of the grunts and moans of the Cumberlands fans, HU's only shot 4 more free throws on the night as Nelson misses it. And the other thing is, Ross, they just have not been able to knock in their free chances. And this Cumberlands team, they went to the Fab Four last year. There's a good chance this is a learning experience for them, and they turn around, you look at the end of the year, and they're right there fighting for a national championship.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Cumberlands, after their defeat, I mean, they still got a lot of chances to get back into the NAIA tournament.
Long 3 from Cox, and she once again knocks another one down. It's a 5-point lead now. Coach Darby Maggard not pleased with the closeout defense. It's another 30-second timeout. We'll kill some more time. Just a 5-point lead, too. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves because we talk about it. You see some crazy thing in sports all the time, and we've seen some crazy things inside Platt Arena.
All I'm going to say to you is free throws.
Yep, got to knock them down. HU 18 of 22 from the stripe tonight. I think it's actually 19 of 23. Waiting for the stats. 18 of 23. There we go. As it's 86-81. 27.5 seconds left. Look up and down this score sheet tonight for both teams. HU has 4 in double digits, and the same could be said for the Cumberlands out of Williamsburg, Kentucky. Joy Kendricks led the way with 23. Kaylee Monday has 17. Cassie Monday, she's fouled out, but she had 14, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Jaden Cox has 11 after that last 3. And now HU gets it in the front court again. Kellum catches. They'll have to foul here. Monday trying to get to it. Bailey dribbling through. And the foul is going to go on Joy Kendrick, it looks like.
Looks like her 5th foul, so she's fouled out.
Yeah, so that's the third Patriot, right, that's fouled out with Fredericks, Cassie Monday, and now Joy Kendrick, all with 5 and disqualified for the night. Bailey Kellum last year as a freshman, Crossroads League, freshman of the year, 26 of her 29 games, Ross, she had double digits. And you look now, 10 games of 20 plus as a freshman. Well, she's got her first 20-point outing of the year this year, and we're going to see a lot more of them.
I said we're going to see a lot of them out of Bailey Kellum this season.
24, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, make it 25. She's also got 7 rebounds, 5 threes on the night for Bailey. The Garrett High School former player, Wayne 15 player of the year, as that one is up and in again. Right now, the player to watch has been Jaden Cox as she knocks down back-to-back threes, and once again, just a 4-point game.
I say it's going to be down closer down the stretch, but you got to make your free throws to take it in control.
Final timeout for Coach Darby Maggard. It's another 30-second timeout. You know, Jaden Cox coming into tonight, averaging 3.8 points per game. She was 2 of 6 from 3. Well, tonight, she's having one of those big games, 14, 4 of 6 from downtown. Added on 5 rebounds, I should say. And once again, Ross, you get this ball in play, knock down some free throws, you stretch it out just a little further.
Yeah, but you got to take advantage of what I've been saying this fourth quarter down the stretch here. It's got to make your free throws.
We will wait and see who sends the ball into play. It looks like it'll be Annika Nelson. The last thing that can happen here is the Foresters throw this one to the Patriots and give up a quick bucket. So get this in play to one of your star free throw shooting players. Melby is a great one, and she's got a chance to head to the charity stripe right now. Tonight, Melby talked about how she's been filling up the stat sheet with those 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Best number so far. After this free throw, she's 7 of 7 from the free throw line.
How often do we see a perfect free throw line out of Gabi Melby?
Chance to continue that streak, and quickly does so. One dribble and in. She's had an amazing night. Nearly a perfect performance by her. Yoakum on the floor. Jump ball coming. It is the Foresters' ball, and Ross, this is going to be the biggest win in Coach Darby Maggard's coaching career 3 years in.
I feel like that's a big one here tonight at Platte Arena, getting that W.
Melby did have it taken away. Monday going to force it up at the buzzer, and the Foresters victorious 90-84 over the number 7 ranked University of the Cumberlands Patriots. That's an exciting victory for this Foresters team tonight.
It is an exciting victory here out of Coach Darby Maggard and her coaching staff. Got to be satisfied with the victory.
HU takes care of business. They put up 90 points against a team that had just barely been giving up over 50 points. This Cumberlands team, they were averaging an average victory of 42 points over their opponents through the first 4 games. Well, they've flipped the script tonight, have the Foresters. Now we await Coach Darby Maggard, which I imagine will be awfully thrilled after that result.
Yeah, Coach Darby Maggard's got to be satisfied with her victory, and she does a very good job tonight of upsetting the number 7 team in the country.
So we wait for her to come and join us, the Foresters, with their biggest win in really this program's recent history. It's been close to having a win like this. Last year against Indiana Wesleyan, they were close, but they didn't win. Tonight, they get over that hump, and when you learn to win with this talented team, who knows where this team can go?
Who knows? I mean, Coach Darby Maggard, she can go all different directions. She could be one of the best here in the Crossroads League.
So Darby Maggard will come over and join us, and it's got to be a happy Coach Darby Maggard. We're going to have you turn around, Coach. Everyone wants to see your face, and it should be a smiling face because, Coach, that's the biggest win in your tenure.
It is. It is. That's a really good basketball team that we just played, and I'm just really proud of the effort that my kids that they played with tonight. They for 40 minutes competed their tails off. It wasn't perfect, but their effort was really, really high, and I'm excited for them.
Coach, that first half reminded me a little bit of Indiana Wesleyan last year. You had a bigger lead against a top team in the country. You came out, turned it over a lot in that second half. Not necessarily the case tonight, and all the credit once again, Gabi Melby. She's the catalyst, nearly puts up a triple-double tonight, 21, 9, and 8. What can you say about your senior leader?
She's She's exactly that. She's a senior. She's a leader. She has put an immense amount of blood, sweat, and tears into her game, and she bleeds for this program. Everything about her, her heartbeat is for us, and I'm really proud of the way that she led us. Set the tone. She set the pace, and honestly, she deserves everything that she's getting right now.
All right, Coach, so you guys moved to 2-1, go right back to work tomorrow. Not much time to reset, but seriously, from the bottom of my heart and FDN Sports Heart, I've been here calling games since you got here in your first year, and you just see this program grow, and you're an awesome young coach.
Thank you.
We really love what you're doing on the court and off the court.
Thanks, Preston.
Yep,
I appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Don't forget our interviews.
I won't.
All right. Coach Darby Maggard, an excellent win tonight. The Foresters over 500. Ross, any final thoughts from you?
That was a big upset here tonight
Sure
at
was.
Platte Arena. Kudos to Coach Darby and her coaching staff getting that job done and achieving to get her tournament resume.
Yeah. And you know what? You start winning more games like that, Ross, you don't start thinking that those are upsets anymore. You think those are games we can win, and tonight they did. For Preston Husband, Ross Gosnell, the rest of our student crew back in the studio, FDN Sports. Well, we've got 3 broadcasts tomorrow, so feel free to tune in for the women's game. Ross and I right back in your living room at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Men's basketball to follow, and then the men's soccer semifinals and the Crossroads League tournament tomorrow night. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.